10 seconds, 5 seconds, start. Sir, I rise to support the demands for grants of the Ministry of Human Resource Development. The Honorable Minister is one of the most intellectual and experienced person in the field of education and is well aware of the need for development of human potential in the areas of education, youth, women and children. The allocation of funds for the various activities of the four departments which constitute his ministry is no doubt in line with their requirements, about which I have nothing to say. My only humble request to the minister is that he should carry out an appraisal of the working of his ministry to find out if the purpose for which the money has been spent has really been achieved commensurate with the amount spent. To me, it seems that a lot more requires to be done in this respect so that the fruits of quality education reach right down to the poorest of the poor and the socially and economically backward classes. The purpose of good education is to make one really knowledgeable and respectable citizen of this country, so that he is able to stand on his own feet and live a decent life. Character building plays an important role in this direction and has to be given its due place in education. It must be understood that good education is the foundation for nation's progress, and unless this foundation is made strong and everlasting, no structure constructed on it will stand firm and erect. Therefore, we must endure to provide quality education to all sections of the society with particular emphasis on promotion and development of fundamental values like character building, national integrity, secularism, focus on environmental and population education, and so on. It is all the more important that the socially and economically backward classes who form the bulk of our population are drawn into the mainstream of educational activities so that they also contribute their might to the nation's prosperity. Unfortunately, this point seems to have escaped the attention in this year's budget, although there was a mention of it in the last year's budget. The Honorable Minister himself is dedicated to the cause of education, and there is hardly anything more that I can tell him. Nevertheless, I feel that a time has come for us to act, and if we miss this opportunity, we may repent for a long time to come. Considering the deterioration in the moral standard of the society today, special emphasis has to be laid on character building in our educational system. Children being more amenable to changes, character building should start for them right from the Anganwadi classes up to SSC classes. If children are constantly told about what is good for the country and also what is good for them, it will have a great impact on them. The help of Anganwadi workers who do not have work in the evening can be taken to coach children for first and second standards by telling them stories of great people and their work. This could be supplemented by giving them books depicting the lives of great men and their noble deeds for reading at home, on which questions can be asked next day during coaching. Once a week, audio-visual presentation can be arranged on the lives and noble deeds of great men. I am sure this will have the desired effect much more faster. With all the money that is spent on education, who are the people who really get the benefits? If we ponder over this aspect, we will find that it is the affluent few, and those were both husband and wife are working, who are able to reap the benefits because they have all the money with them to get whatever they want. They can send their children to the best schools, buy costly books and aids, arrange special tuitions, and send them to special coaching classes to score good marks in competitive exams. Even if these children fail to get admissions to professional courses, their parents can always pay capitation fees and have them admitted. But what happens to SC, ST, and other economically and socially backward students? They just do not have the right type of atmosphere at home which will motivate them to go to schools and study. Their parents themselves, being illiterate and poor, would prefer their children to help them in their work and earn money rather than spend time on studies. Under the circumstances, it would be nearly impossible for such students to compete with the city students and get admission to prestigious courses. Therefore, I submit that the need of the day is to set up residential schools for ST, SC, and other socially and economically weaker students on 50-50 basis. These schools should provide free secondary education and also free boarding and lodging facilities. Strict discipline should be maintained in these schools and greater emphasis should be laid on character building, hard work and dedication, love and respect for the country.